Hey, my HCG family, it's Mimi. I'm checking in on day 22 of round 2 of phase 3. And just wanted to let you know how it's been going. It has been going fantastically fabulous, except the end. Except this weekend, I had a little gain. We worked out in the yard, and of course, you're working out in the yard, you're working out in the sun, and all that, blah, blah, blah. You start retaining water, and man, I retained water. So still retaining a little bit of it. I mean, my body just, when there's humidity in it, just like all of us, So anyway, just to let you know what was going on, Friday was May the 18th. I'm going to put this on here so I can keep track of what the days are. Friday, I weighed in at 183 even. I had gone up to just like a slight gain to 184.4, and then the next day I woke up to 183.4, and then 183, and actually 183 even. That is the lowest I've been since my last dose weight was 182.2. So I take that back. Phase 3 day 1 was 181.8, but my last dose weight was 182.2. And then it has stayed, I am not kidding you, at 183. I'm looking at my journal thing, at 183.2. A lot of 183.2s. Maybe a couple of times of 182. No, just one time 182. 184.2, 184. The 184.2, 184.4, that had to do, I think, when I ate that flatbread, whatever you call them, the Ezekiel bread. When I ate that with my husband, I don't think my body did very well. So anyway, I haven't had that since. So basically 183, 183, 183. Apparently 183 is the precious little number for me as maintaining. Now, this weekend, I went up, we got up, worked out in the yard like, you do. You work out in the yard, and it's hot, and it's sunny, and it's sweaty, and you're not drinking the water. And then I think even if you did drink tons of water while you were out in the yard, it would make a hell of beans because it's hot, and I'm a woman, and I'm going to, I'm just going to swell up like a disgusting little toad. So I was going to show you this. I wish I would have done this before I started this vlog, but this is the third time I've done this vlog. So anyway, I was just wanting to show you this. This is all 183s. Sit right here. Now, Saturday, we worked out in the yard. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but I got up that day and weighed 183.6. Sunday, we went for a ride, went to the antique show, and then we went out to eat at Red Lobster. And I got all shrimp. I did get the coleslaw instead of the salad. And the coleslaw, I think, might have had a little bit of sugar in it. And I drank one Miller Lite beer. I didn't weigh on Sunday. I forgot. It got too late. And I'd already drank a cup of coffee. And I thought, crap, I forgot to weigh. But I'd already drank a cup of coffee. And I don't want to put any fluids, and then I start second guess, and then I try to subtract. I stand on the scale, it says 183.2. Well, I had a cup of coffee, so I'm really, 175.6. So that's what I would do. It would be lying to myself. So anyway, Monday I did remember to weigh. Unfortunately, I woke up to 186.4. So the water and all that kind of stuff was not good. But, let's see, yesterday, all I had to eat, I ate with my husband earlier in the day. And I cannot remember for the sake of what it was. I didn't write it down. But I know that evening I made tuna fish. and just a can of tuna fish. It was in water, and I just put a little bit of mayo in it, and of course salt and pepper, regular pickles, dill pickles, and an egg, and a little bit of green onion. And so that's all I had that day. You know what, to come to think of it, I think I had 2 chocolate delights, and all I had was the tuna that day. I wasn't hungry. I didn't start getting hungry until, of course, around 9 o'clock at night. So I whipped up a little can of tuna, and I ate that. But fortunately, I woke up that day, and I was minus 1.4. So I could tell later on that evening that some of the fluid started leaving my body. I wasn't like peeing a lot, and not only that, I went to the potty, which I hadn't done in about 3 days. So, and we all know about those issues. So yesterday I decided to go ahead. I had 2 ribeye steaks I laid out, and I decided to go ahead and fix those. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to eat a couple of steaks. And I know you're supposed to eat like 1 big steak, but I didn't have it. I had 2 ribeye steaks. So I grilled those. Take that back. I didn't actually grill them. I broiled them in the oven. And I had that. I dipped them in some kind of like ranch dressing. It's like homemade, but it's not the ranch packets or anything like that. I just add spices to it. A little bit of mayonnaise, sour cream, and dipped it in that. And I didn't have any vegetable with that. Yeah, that's all I had. And I ate 1 piece of chocolate delight. So fortunately, I woke up this morning to another pink, 183.2. So I was down 1.8 this morning. So I'm really happy, even though I woke up still a little bit of swollen, just we haven't turned on the air. So, but I am thrilled. I'm thrilled that I have a solution to the problem, and that's I can do a steak day. I can go ahead and say I'm going to eat me a couple of steaks. I only actually ate a steak and a half ribeye. They weren't super thick. They were probably medium, and I cooked them pretty done. They actually got a little bit too done. And I usually like my medium, but these steaks that we got at the grocery store, I just don't know. They just don't taste right. It's just a mind thing. Anyway. So I was glad about that. Now I'm on day 22 of phase 3, and I was wanting to know what do you all think? I read the protocol. We do extra days. We do extra phase 3s, or do we do a longer phase 4? I'm not in a hurry to get into. There's nothing particular I'm looking to put in my mouth. The only thing is I am thinking about juicing with my husband. And I would like to do, the beets in the juice, the carrots in the juice, an apple in the juice, or a strawberry in the juice, or, those kind of vegetables, which consist of carbs, and some of the beets and an apple, and that has the sugar content in it. The chard and kale, that kind of thing. And I would like to have one of those. During the day. After my cup of coffee, my husband has a juice. So I'm kind of wanting to know about that, what you all think, any of you expertise research kind of folks out there. And that's about it. Another thing I wanted to say before this gets too long is those of us that are a little here, I had put on a shirt with really skinny straps to go on a motorcycle ride Sunday with my husband. Well, when I looked on the back, the new bras that I bought are like, because they give you more back support. It was all hanging out. You're going to see the whole back of my bra. It looked ridiculous. So my husband says, don't you have a strapless bra? And I'm like, yes, I do. I got it for my 25th wedding anniversary about 6 years ago. Anyway, I went and got that. I put that on, and I mean, you know how you see this here, all these that have it, and And I know that the bras, the cups got to be pretty sturdy when you don't have straps. But anyway, I put that on and it was so free feeling because I didn't have all this pressure on my shoulders. Now by the end of the day, it around my waist, because I think it's got like about 4 clips on the back, it was kind of just squeezing me just from the heat because I've lost some inches around my back. But if any of you guys think about that, wearing a strapless bra every once in a while when you go out, whether you're going to be strapless in your top, but you can still be strapless the other way, and it kind of feels nice. It's almost like you don't have a bra on. So just to let you know, right now I got this. These are my old ones I've had for like 10 years. Not much support, I mean, I could like really pull it up. But anyway, that's it. Just checking in. I hope everybody's doing well and stabilizing, and I hope everybody is maintaining and doing the best they can for their journey. And I appreciate everybody sharing their journey.